As we go under the green flag, and the first green of the night waves over the Mandeville, Arkansas sky here at Texarkana on a Saturday night special. Here to honor Big Ken Michell tonight as they go neck and neck, 2x2x2, 6 cars. Going 5 laps in distance. Whitehead going to go 3 wide to the top ropes of the Speedway. Whitehead to the outside, showing smoke is your outside pole sitter in 13 as they roll down Main Street into 1. Whitehead finds some stick, he finds some dig, and relegates the 10K of Court back to third as they head down the back straightaway full third in turn number 3. Scotty Husselbeck behind the wheel, the hired gun of the number 32 for Brandon Brown this weekend. Off of 4, they're still 2x2. Off of 4 for the race lead. It's Whitehead in 13, neck and neck for the top spot. Brendan Plumley from Stamps, Arkansas. He certainly brought his stamps, and he'll send it as just now going to get relegated by Whitehead, the heavyweight here in Mandeville. Whitehead, undoubtedly the winningest driver here, bar none over the than any other driver. And he can take that crown at other area racetracks as well, as he's been the dominant force in this factory stock division, that there is no doubt. As this time off of 4, Gary Lipscomb tosses the white flag, and the white silk waves over the quarter-mile speed plane here to kick off the action tonight. So off of 2, heading down the back straightaway full throat. It'll be all she wrote, and receiving a face full of checkered flag for the driver of the Hathaway Towing Collision Race on Texas.com. Team 5 Enterprise WW Timber 36J Justin Whitehead wins your dash here tonight. Said that he thinks he may have something for him tonight, as he was the only guy that seemed like he may have something, and Danny Rambo as well in the 4R had some strength. So we hustle into 1 under the gun. It's going to be Mitch Durham jumping out front early to the race lead. Louisiana's Luke DuPont in the 05 car. 2 Saturday nights ago, the feature winner at Arklatex Speedway rolls down to the inside of the racetrack in that Acura Integra 05. That's one of the sharper looking 4-cylinders you'll find here in the Arklatex. A little bit of contact, some right side romance for the race lead. A little bit of contact there with the 34 and the 05 of DuPont. As here comes 88B, your winner here last Friday night, of Danny Bryant. Bryant from Houghton, Louisiana. Been working down to South Texas each of the last couple of weeks. Wasn't able to get behind the wheel, but he's back at it tonight, and he's got the wheel in hand, and he's working it well. He'll continue to assault your race leader. DuPont will have nothing of it, as Bryant will once again serving papers into turn number 3. DuPont looking to see him at court off of 4 as we work down to the halfway point of this first 4-cylinder heat of the night. So the pair of Louisiana racers right now in command 1 and 2, trying to separate themselves over the rest of the field of competition. Tick-tock, the race clock goes. Lots of wild stuff happening there at the tail of the field. Chris Bruce gets all out of sorts and fades all the way to the tail in 58. As Bryant continues to give everything to the 05 of DuPont. And again, DuPont has nothing of it. As he continues to carry the tune down the back straightaway. Door for the race lead, F2 down the back straightaway at the midpoint of the back straightaway. 88B of Bryant going neck and neck with DuPont. Again, the Louisiana natives going at it full throat off of 4. They head down Main Street into turn number 1. This race 4 laps longer in distance than what these guys would typically run on a regular Friday or a Saturday night. Typically we'll run a 6-lap heat race as well as a 12-lap feature event. But tonight they're going 10 laps in heat race action. So they're getting their bang for their buck here this weekend at the Kenneth Michell Memorial. And the war continues to be waged here for the top spot. Play, giving hell into the 05 of DuPont. He drives it off deep. Steep and nothing cheap about it. DuPont up to the challenge. He'll put his foot through that firewall of that Acura Integra. A Chevy Cavalier for the 88B for Bryant. Luke DuPont, a feature winner this season at Arklatex Speedway, has a dub at the Boot Hill Speedway. and won at the Revolution Raceway Park. Has started off the year with tons of bad luck. Young man couldn't even finish a race. As what a race we have, folks, to get the action kicked off tonight here at 67. I don't care what we're racing, folks. We're going to race door-to-door for the race lead. I like it. I love it. And I want some more of it. The white flag is out. Who's it going to be? The final quarter-mile trim as they hustle off into 1 and 2. Who's going to get the checkered flag thrown in hand here? Gary Lipscomb has it in hand, ready to throw. Who's going to get a face full of it into turn number 3? Bryant gets a little cattywampus on entry. DuPont trying to hold him at bay. They'll drag race off the front of the line, and Luke DuPont holds off Bryant. He gets it. Arrived there at the top of turn number 3. I didn't see how he went off the speedway, but we'll see him. 35, and the yellow flag will wave. Trying to go 4 different lanes wide here for the second spot, heading down the back straightaway. Last night's winner, the Texan. Bevels around the hub of the racetrack, just got 3 for the price of 1. So feature winner here last Friday night of Justin Converse from Falk, Arkansas. And last night's winner, Bevel's going to go at it for the top spot as we work down to it. Tick-tock, the race clock goes. Converse out front and command with the race lead in C49. Bevel's chipping away at it right now as we work down to it. Converse swings out a little high wide handle, opens the door for Bevel's. Bevel's up on the wick now. He'll turn up the wick into 3. And the caution is out. Goals or aspirations to race in a different class. This is your Milt. Race in a division and not spin an arm and a leg. I don't like saying anything in racing is affordable, but this is certainly the most affordable. And am I allowed to say it? Now, what in the hell just happened there? Leaf though, but he was probably looking forward to the challenge. We'll go back at it full throat down the front straightaway here in Mandeville tonight, your second heat of the afternoon. Converse now stretching that advantage out front as Rambo's worked his way to the bronze maze in car number 4R. Bringing along into the 21 in of Morgan Powell. So your 3 Texarkana area racers, 1, 2, and 3 right now as they work off of 4, this time down Main Street into turn number 1.
that. It's just you take 3 steps forward when you go travel with guys like that, and the knowledge that surrounds you, and you learn so much.
Thanks for the time, man. Hustling into one on the start of your first limited modified heat of the night. Andrew Rossman, car number 92, heads down the back straightaway full throat. Door to door for the race lead as they approach turn number 3. Door to door through 3 and 4 for the race lead. Around the hub in third is going to be Brown in 32. Down the boulevard into turns 1 and 2, neck and neck for the race lead. It looks like Dustin Durham is back in the saddle again tonight. 3 cars going at it for the race lead down the back straightaway. The limited modified heat race still being hotly contested for the race lead. Here comes Brandon Brown for the race lead. He'll throw one down to the inside for the top spot. Nothing doing just yet. He'll continue to work down to the inside. Chipping away at it. Brown gonna throw it off in there till he rides back to I-30 off of 4. Down Main Street into turn number 1. Oh, baby! It's a good one in heat race number 1 for the limited modified. They've relegated Andrew Rossum back to 3rd. As they head down the back boulevard, Strickland's back and forth with the door-to-door for the race lead. A slight job for the race lead. Across the nose for the top spot. Brandon Brown's aggressive approach pays dividends, and he'll take the top spot to the checkers. Striker chassis number 24 as he heads down the front straightaway as your pole center. DuPont number 57, the Shreveport, Louisiana racer, as they head down off the 2 down the back straightaway in your opening circuit. Your first great late affair here tonight in Mandeville. So down the front straightaway, down Main Street into 1 and 2. It's all Garen Lindsay all the time. He heads down the back straightaway. Full assault around the quarter-mile oval here in Mandeville, Arkansas. 67 Speedway, night number 2 of the Kenneth Michell Memorial. And it's been all Lindsay to this juncture. Right there in the middle of 1 and 2, gonna have hard contact as the J8 machine set up a donut shop. That's Bobby Jordan, and it looked like Tony Lindsay had absolutely nowhere to go. Garen Lindsay leads us back to the green flag, this time off of turn number 4. Down Main Street he comes into 1 in car number 24. Colby Snookers DuPont on the restart in 57 and 21. Into turn number 3 on this restart. The 25 of Prince gets relegated by a couple of spots. Tony Lindsay picks his pocket. Down the front stretch is still Garen Lindsay in command of this thing with every lap of this juncture. 21 of Colby rolls the second. The Mississippi Hot Shoe has a good hot rod in this beat feature. You can take something to learn and move it on. The majority of these cars will be transferring on. We'll see how that checks out here. Again, tonight's main event will be running 65 laps just for $5,555 that hangs in the balance. So Lindsay not able to be ran down just yet by Colby, but he's chipping away at it right now. Not by yards of feet, but nonetheless he's chipping away the inches as they head down the front straightaway into 1. Ryan Colby trying to make his first start of the year a good one. Top 3 cars inching in closer to one another. Top 3 separated by about the same distance. just to cross over the halfway point of the speed feature event here for the Creighton Lakes. And this man, Darren Lindsay, against this drop of the hat, flirting with disaster, nearly went over the top of turns 1 and 2 was Colby in the Chatham, Mississippi racer. Putting it up top where Grandpa keeps the good bourbon. There's that other echelon of high on the racetrack. And that's when you go higher than Louis Nelson or cross country tour with Snoop Dogg riding shotgun nonetheless. He got all kinds of silly down there in 1 and 2, but he was able to corral it and get it back down to the ballpark. And sometimes you got to find it and flirt with as much disaster as you can, and that's when you can pick up the dents and slack on your competitor you're trying to run down, but nonetheless not able to get that job done. And it's been all Lindsay, who is smooth as silk tonight in the speed feature. Y'all pray for me. I may not have a voice shortly. TikTok, the race clock goes, not a whole lot of business going on or taking place in this one. To squirt by as he'll still continue to stand on the catch-up packet off of 4. We're back underway. We'll see what he's got. A wild restart down the boulevard. The 21 of Colby and the 57 of DuPont come together, and that about got extremely nasty. Nonetheless, they were able to corral those hot rods and can continue on, but not before some sheet metal damage and all kinds of problems as the white flag waves. Last Friday night in car number 25, the lights are out here in Mandeville. They're going at it full throat on the start as they head down the back straight over the opening lap. Rolling into turn number 3, it's going to be Scotty Husselbeck jumping up front early to the race lead. Off of 4, leading down Main Street into 1 is Husselbeck. In command right now is Whitehead going to be stalking him into 1. Off the exit of corner number 2, heading down the back straightaway. Whitehead reeling in the rear deck lid for the race lead. Husselbeck holding on to it for the time being. Whitehead giving him hell. Off of 4. Myers up to 3rd, your opening night winner here in the 55M. Myers in a Bossier City, Louisiana, has worked his way up inside of the top 3 now. And here comes Whitehead dominating off the exit of 2 to the inside for the race lead. And the caution is out. Going back to the green flag in your factory stock main event, it's all Scotty Husselbeck right now to this point. They hustle down into 1 on the start. Whitehead going to the top rope at 36J. And we've got them coming around at the tail off the exit of 2. No harm and no foul. We'll stay clean under the green flag right now. On a here in Mandeville, Arkansas. Our good racetrack. And with 10 here tonight, off of 4, Whitehead screaming it up top, but nothing yet. Nothing, no mustard yet to be able to squirt by, but standing on the catch-up packet once more goes Whitehead. He'll send it down the back straight with full throat, number 3 and 36J. Whitehead's got it screaming up top at 36. Knocking on the back door of Husselbeck for the race lead. And the caution flag comes out. Settle the score. Whitehead sneaking up top. 55 of Myers, your opening night factory stock feature winner here in Mandeville. We're back on the way under the gun as they hustle into 1. Rolling down Main Street on the restart. They hustle down the boulevard into 1 and 2. Exit off the quarter. Oh, and Myers has heartbreak. 55M to the infield, and that is unfortunate. And a into the 35 of McCarty. Corp had nowhere to go, smacks McCarty. He keeps it rolling and strolling. you coming up here yelling at me, Bo? Thank you, man. We'll get that. Get the stock main event. Back underway, and the assault for the race lead will begin or continue on. It still continues to be Scotty Husselpeck as they work the wheel and work them well. Into 3. Given everything that Husselpeck's worth early in this factory main event. So Grandma's Quilt over the top 5. Neil Kemp also a higher gun behind the wheel of Clint shirtless number 54X here tonight. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 they head. Door for second. Myers are opening night factory stock winner. Whitehead with one to his credit here. Husselpeck trying to get his first. It's a good one so far to this juncture. Outstanding race being displayed here tonight in Mandeville, Arkansas at Texarkana, our 5th event of the grand reopening of the 67th Speedway with the Wizenant family at the helm. It's been good, and we're happy for having had it here on Friday night, but how about a Saturday night showcase for you? They're going to lay it all on the line, rolling into 3 all the way back to Interstate 30 before he turned left. Here comes Justin Whitehead in 36J. He throws it up top, lets the big dog eat that best engine built by Chuck Priestley, screaming around the top shelf. Not enough doing just yet. He'll continue to work the wheel and work it well down the back straightaway. Relegates the 55M advances of Myers, sits him down and takes him a seat. You got 5 heavyweights right now inside of the top 5. Anybody's guess right now who's going to go home with the money. A good old show me what you got Saturday night slugfest. Whitehead gives it hell. Myers trying to one-up him down the back straightaway. Hello, Husselpeck, how you doing? Trying to go 3 wide for the race lead. It's heating up at Texarkana. Folks, I may lose my voice tonight. I don't care. We're rolling down front straightaway into 1. This is what you like to see, folks. It was the kill switch engaged, but once he hit the switch back on, he flipped one to 3 wide for the race lead. And no! PSG. A little bit of PSG is what we need. A little bit of please stay green. Oh. Off of 4, back to the green flag we head. Down the boulevard into turn 1. Myers in 55. There's certainly been much drive in the 55M car all season long. Has the win of the Boot Hill Speedway. And here comes Whitehead, and he did it again. He hit the kill switch again. I do not have a clue what has gone awry in the 55M, but we're certainly happy for the short display that he had here for us tonight because he put on a clinic, but it'll be all for naught, unfortunately. Dag nabbit for Myers. So all the Myers fans will head straight to Elvis Presley Boulevard to the Heartbreak Hotel. And Whitehead will look to smooth sail his way to victory lane from this juncture on. But no matter what happens from this point forward, he will have earned it. And we are just now at halfway in this one. Long way to go yet. 12 laps do remain here at 67 of this 25-lap main event. $1,555 hangs in the balance. We'll see if Still Neil can live up to his moniker and steal one, as he oftentimes, more than not, lives up to that moniker and steals these big money races. Stole $5 grand straight out of the hip pocket of Lee Carver several years ago in Courtney, Texas at Timberline Speedway for the Factory 50. Off of 4 to the checkered flag he did it. So we'll see if he can do it for a little bit less a chunk of change tonight. We'll see if he can get you folks on your feet as we work down to it. 10 laps to go this time by down the boulevard for Whitehead and 36J. Had a brief break in the call there, folks. Had to assist my scores with something. Back at it. Down the front straightaway they go. Listen, guys, I'm not one to make it. I've called a few races under the weather before, and I'm not here to have to start pity party like, oh, poor man. I took the trip just to support John Mitchell's sponsors to Healthcare Express, you know, for this big race weekend yesterday evening. I got a good old shot right there in the buttocks. And I could have sworn that I thought that I would have been better. I feel worse today than I did yesterday. I felt like I was pretty good. I was on the money last night calling the race. Tonight, I just, boy, uphill battle. But nonetheless, I'm still having a hell of a lot of fun, and that's what matters, right? I think I've reported I could be off of it a few times, but that's just in my own mind, right? And not that that explanation was needed, but hey, we still got a lot of racing to go yet. A few folks have said, Jack, you don't look like you feel well. Yeah, you're damn right I don't. But we're certainly happy to be here. We got one brewing. Here we go. We got Hustle Pack. I can't see nothing out of the booth up here. It is fogged up. It's blowing much hot air this evening. Thought it might just be the fog I'm living in this evening. The 36J of Whitehead executing and rocking and rolling his way around the home speedway tonight. Will he leave anything open for the taking? For anyone to take advantage? The white flag will be displayed this time by as he rolls down Main Street this time into one. As Whitehead diamonds off the exit of the corner as they head down the front straightaway in the 1 and 2. Hustlepeck's giving it everything he's got. But it looks like he may come up short, but he gives it one last ditch effort as Whitehead continues to diamond off the exit of 2 and diamond off of 4. He's able to find a line to keep him propel his way out front. So the driver, the raceontexas.com, anti-delivery head-away to collision 36J, will have gotten up on the wheel and earned this one tonight. Always earned, never given. Justin Whitehead to Victor Lane for a $1,555 payday tonight here in Mandeville. And 36J, tonight's Factory Stock Feature Event winner. Hey guys, y'all go ahead and get your 50 here in just a second. Going. You, Myers, Hushelpeck are absolutely waging war and going at it. Not sure what happened to Cody, but man, he went down in the infield. The culture really played out to his favor. He got back up there, wrestled the lead away, and then I'm not like, what would you suspect happened to him there?
It was fuel problems, man. As soon as he went by me, mine started acting up. So we having hell. I think it's the humidity. It fights all of us with these carburetors. I got something in my right rear earlier. It hindered me a little bit, but that was badass coming free right there. I was sure hoping we could finish that off.
But dude, I mean, isn't that, as a racer, I'm sure you want to win this race as much as anyone, and I'm sure at the end of it, you want to get that checker flag, but almost you're kind of hoping it doesn't end. So I'm sure when Cody pulled down, you're like, dang, you know, I mean, the fun kind of ended there, but man, that sure had to be a lot of fun from where you were sitting, because where we were sitting, we were certainly enjoying it up here.
Oh, yeah, all three. Both of them are really good friends. I could care less who wins. They're going to get my 100% regardless. So, and they got it, and I tried everything I had, and luckily got a break there.
Cody's been battling stuff like that for like the last year, isn't it? I mean, those are those pesky issues in racing that just grind your gears, huh?
That's Cody Myers' luck when it comes to a big race. He's going to get it. He's bad fast. This
is like your second win of the season, your first repeat factory winner here at 67. Oh, it's got to be pretty cool in memory of Kenneth Michell here tonight.
Oh, yeah, we loved old Big Ken. I spent a many days as a kid begging my dad to leave that place. That was the place to be on Saturday mornings. But I'm going to go ahead and thank my sponsors, WW Timber, Wounded Duck Trucking, Borderline Septic, Vines Construction, Race on Texas, Don Wildy Racecraft, Best Engines, LCC Trucking, Custom Coatings and Fabrication, Team 5, Dirt Defender, Pro 1 Transmission, A&T Delivery, and, of course, Outlaw Race Cars, my wife, Sarah, Ben, Brandon, all of them.
As I told the fans, they might look at the results if they weren't here and say, oh, Whitehead won another one, but they won't know the context that you got up on the wheel. They're always earned, never given. Congratulations tonight, Justin.
Thank you.
Here he is, folks, from Hooks, Texas, Justin Rod of the bunch at the finale of this one. Underway down the boulevard into one, the first of 55. Who's going to have the drive? What is the car, 55? They're locked in. They're on the opening lap in the middle of the front boulevard. Nonetheless, they sort out, and they head down the back straightaway, 3 wide for second. Stevens already picks the puck, and a 2 over and works his way to second. Now with a sight set on the ridiculous of the Catman, John Mitchell, for the race lead. And they head down the front straightaway down into one. Mitchell in command leads the first circuit here tonight in Mandeville. You'll see how long it takes for these drivers to reach lap traffic as we set a forward pace here the first couple of circuits is John Mitchell right now with the lead right around the hub of the racetrack. And that WW Timber Healthcare Express number 5. Here, Rocket XR1 chassis out front in command of this one. Stevens, multi-time Firecracker 40 winner here in his IMCA modified. Several big checks with Thomas in it. And tonight, trying to get the biggest Great Lake Model victory of his racing career. Spent the majority of his career behind the wheel of an open wheel modified, having much success. Got behind the wheel, acquired a Rocket XR1 from Brandon Hightower last September, and he's hit the ground running. And right now, for the race lead, he's got his sights and crosshairs dialed up on the Catman. Mitchell identifies the catch drive Steven right now, because here comes Stevens. Stevens continues to claw his way down the back straightaway, and he will leave nothing on the table. Here comes Stevens for the race lead. To the outside of John Mitchell for the top spot. Nothing yet. Mitchell feels the pressure and turns down the challenge. Stevens goes it up top shelf of the racetrack full throat. Puts that hammer through the firewall into 3. Stevens leaves it up on top shelf of the racetrack, leaving nothing left to bear. On the top ropes of the Speedway, and Mitchell slams the door shut. John Mitchell continues to slam the door shut here, and a great battle early on here for the top spot. The Texan holding back the Cincinnati Arkansas hot shoot, Tyler Stevens. 2 former Oklahoma modified standouts. Is off a 4. Here comes Stevens once again, trying to find once more the race lead. Nothing doing. Mitchell slams the door shut. A good battle early on in this 55-lap dance. Stevens leaving it all on the racetrack early. A torrid pace looking to be steady. And Stevens nearly drops over the top shelf of the racetrack. All the way back to Interstate 30 before he turned left. Stevens giving hell to John Mitchell. That's the best battle continues to be on the Speedway for the race lead. And a slight job for the race lead. And Mitchell turns down underneath Stevens. Oh, baby. You got a good one brewing tonight, a Saturday night slugfest. Into 3 and 4. Stevens down to the inside of John Mitchell. He's tried out, he's tried low, he's tried the crossover. Nothing doing. As lap traffic about to be a factor in reality is Stevens drives it down to the inside of John Mitchell. And Mitchell holding on too strong, too tough right now. The first car that'll be a victory disposed of to put down a lap will be the 57 of DuPont. And a good one early on tonight here in Mandeville. A showcase tonight for Big Ken. Off the exit of 2 and heading on the back straightaway. Mitchell continues to hold on to the top spot. Oftentimes, like we time and time again we say, a driver in the race lead will oftentimes rather maybe be in second, so he can pick to choose where he should or should not go based on whether the leader does or does not go. And won't carve the way through like a hot knife through butter around lap traffic, as Mitchell is certainly up to any kind of challenge. The 2 cars Stevens was thrown at him early on in this race. As no mistakes yet being given for the number 2 car. Stevens to chew on as they work again through a steady herd of lap traffic. Stevens off a 2. Gets bottled up nearly and washes one off the back straightaway. That's Baron Prince. He resurfaces onto the back straightaway here at 67. A heavy slate of lap traffic still in which to contend. It'll be next Tony Lindsay, the next victim for the 5 of John Mitchell to dispose of. Mitchell trying to carve his way through. As Stevens trying to find another run. He'll scream him down the boulevard into 1. Could we, just would we, maybe go caution-free here tonight? A long way to go yet. A long way to go. So lap traffic still continues to be a heavy reality for the 5 of John Mitchell right now as they roll in the turn. Number 3, Lindsay not pulling over for it. Lindsay not pulling over for the 5 of John Mitchell as he is trying to forge his way by. And here comes Stevens once more down to the inside. Can he get the job done down to the inside for the race lead? Here comes Tyler Stevens for the race lead. Stevens to the inside with a top spot. And he'll take the lead away from the Catman, John Mitchell. This time by. And a good one early tonight here at 67. John Mitchell going to return the favor, roll back to the inside. What an absolute race you've got tonight. Trying to make Dad proud, looking down tonight from heaven. Big King grinning ear to ear. as Stevens and Mitchell, two good friends, waging a war for the race lead. Through a heavy herd of lap traffic. DuPont, the next set, as well as the 24-year-old Lindsay. Where will he go? Where will he hide? Mitchell around the hump. The two car trying to put two cars in between himself and the back spoiler of Stevens and Mitchell. He will pick their pocket. Stevens picks the pocket of two, puts two cars in between he and himself and John. What a bold move by Stevens. That very well could be the winning move of this race if we do not get a caution. And all the while, here comes the silent assassin, Kyle Beard. Here comes Kyle Beard all of a sudden. Beard all of a sudden into the mix in car number 86. It's heating up at Texarkana. Two cars in between the back spoiler of the two of Stevens and the front nose of the five of John Mitchell now. As they roll down Main Street into one. Stevens takes the high road. He'll try to get around Ryan Colby next, then he'll be a victim. As John Mitchell not able still to put down Lindsay, nor the 57 of DuPont as the two car inch away out front in the two. What a race we've had to this juncture. As John Mitchell losing sight, losing ground on the race lead. He wants to be within striking distance. And that cat can pounce late in the going. 3 wide through lap traffic for Stevens. So now only one car. Only one car in between the number 24. It's Lindsay and the two of Stevens and Mitchell. Kyle Beer being brought along in tow with the cat man of Mitchell. Beer with a hot rod tonight. Driven his way up to third in 86. Stevens, like a hot knife through butter, continues to carve his way around the main level, and we got one around in the middle of turn number 2. It's Garen Lindsay. And the caution will come out for the first time. Wow. Tom Mitchell and Tyler Stevens. Check your pulse if you're still breathing, if you didn't like it. Backing away here in Mandeville. Beard scoots by the 5 of Mitchell to go get. .29 laps to go here at the 67 Speedway for your inaugural Kenneth Michell Memorial. And a hell of a battle early on in this one. Kyle Beard picks the pocket of the Catman. John Mitchell relegated him to third. And what a great battle we had going on here for the first 20 or so laps between Stevens and Mitchell. An outstanding display of pure flawless driving ability between those competitors here tonight. And that race through lap traffic very well could be the final score. Could be what settles the score here. As Tyler Stevens continues to work the wheel and work it well. With a nice sizable advantage out front of that Stallion Transportation Group, Rocket XR1 chassis, the WW Timber entry. As he heads down the front straight, we full approach into one. Stevens leads at 86 of Kyle Beer. Beer, a former feature winner here with the Continental Silver Series late models. As second and third, matter of fact, are a pair of former multi-time Continental champs. Two very seasoned super late model competitors kind of dipping their foot in the waters of the Great Lakes. When this kind of big money's on the line, you'll expect to see that kind of thing. And just like early on in this race, took about 11 laps to reach a heavy set of the tail end of lap traffic. Stevens about to get there. And will the 86 of Beard be able to pick his spot? A pretty nice, sizable margin up front for the two of Stevens. Well, we'll see if the 86 can start to chip away at it as they exit corner number 4 this time. As the two of Stevens is there. He's met the tail end of lap traffic, who are 2 lanes wide up in front. He'll get by Prince, no problem. He'll now set his sights on the back deck lid of the 57 of DuPont. Stevens continues to work the hub and work it well. Stevens right now couldn't go any lower than the Mudcat in the Red River. Right around those skidder tires, it's working for him and working well. So DuPont will be disposed of. 2 cars in between he and the front, and the 86 of Beard. So Beard continues to give it everything he's got here. But tick-tock the race clock goes. The center of the hourglass ticking away for him. As Stevens making 0 mistakes in this main event, giving anything for the 86 of Beard to chew on. Some of your top flight, top tier regional standouts taking full flight here at 67 tonight, putting their talent in full force as we wind the clock. Working down to it, folks. Again, heavy set of lap traffic out here. 2 cars in between the 86 of Beard and your race leader as he works underneath the flag stand, this time down the boulevard into 1. Okay, that is obviously what we're keeping our eyes on right now. That is certainly what we're staying peeled to right now, because Beard trying to do anything he can, but that's the best style of what will be going on the racetrack right now. Beard cannot find the lane to get underneath the number 57 of DuPont. What an outstanding addition that Tyler Stevens has been to this Crate Lake Model Division since joining it at the end or in September of 2020. As Little Robbie Stars exited the back straightaway. So Stars done. Stick a fork in him. So Robbie Stars' fun meter's been pegged tonight. I tell you what, Stevens having a hard time. They're 2 lanes wide up in front, and Beard is going to be able to chip away at it. No cars in between he and the rear spoiler of the 2 cars, Stevens. They're making it awfully hard for him right now. Lindsay paying no favors to Stevens. Won't be any Thanksgiving cars coming out this November. And there could be 5,555 reasons why. As Burford, in a rare occurrence, about to be disposed of and put down the circuit here. Now on the front straight up again into turn number 1. Every time Beard, you may think that he could get a little bit of a head up on the two of Stevens. Stevens turns off the wick and makes another bold movement. We got a caution in 3 and 4. We got a car around in turns 3 and 4. And we will re-rack them and stack them. 43 of 55 scored, 12 laps remain. We're back away as they head down the front boulevard, hustling into 1 under the gun. Stevens, your race leader. Mitchell snookers the 86 on the restart. They'll do battle door-to-door into turn number 3. Who's going to get that advantage as they roll off the exit of corner number 4? Mitchell, we got problems there about mid-pack with the 15 of Stevens. They're still 3 wide down the front straightaway. And it looks like carnage may ensue, but they get it ironed out and they corral them. So Mitchell prevails over that battle. And will he be the first car that finds a little bit of stick and a little bit of dig on the outside late in the going? Or will it be just a little bit too late? 10 laps to go. And the 5 of the Catman John Mitchell has just relegated the 86 of the sullen assassin Kyle Beard to 3rd. If Mitchell's got anything he's been holding on the table, he better play his ace of spades now, because it's go time. He'll try to catch the 2 cars sleeping and hit him where it hurts. But the sand of the hourglass ticking away here. Beard back to the inside of Mitchell for 2nd. As the track takes a little bit of rubber and the quickest line, obviously, around the hub of the racetrack here at 67, late in the going. After an outstanding race leading in this race, which propelled the 2 car out front. will have earned this top spot here as we work down to it. Something about this racetrack Stevens has found much success at. No matter it has 4 tires and a steering wheel, Tyler Stevens can get the job done. Multi-time big check winner with Thomas in it here at 67 on those Tuesday and Wednesday night firecracker special events we held in the IMCA modified ranks. Stevens loves this racetrack. He knows the quick plane around and he's proven it once more here tonight as he ticks them off with 5 laps to go. Not a doubt about it. Stevens got the baddest hot rod of the bunch. Can he seal the deal? Again, I hammer it home. It's why you run the entire allotted distance that's scheduled. You just never know. Barring a mechanical setback or a catastrophe for Stevens, again, it appears he will coast his way to advance powder coating Victor Lane here tonight in the inaugural Kenneth Michell Memorial. And a brief battle on that recent restart between Mitchell and Beard was able to get back by Mitchell after he got back by him for a couple of circuits. The white flag will be coming out this time by here as the 2 car from Searcy, Arkansas. The white flag is out for Searcy, Arkansas, Tyler Stevens. He rolls into turn number 3, the driver of the Stallion Transportation Group, Rocket XR1, W&W Timber number 2. He'll showed up and showed out Tyler Stevens. He'll be leaving tonight with $5,555 and taking the money back to Searcy. Timber Stallion Transportation Group number 2, Rocket Man, Tyler Stevens, your winner at 2. Wife and daughter and Victor Lane here to celebrate with him.
Hey, baby.
What an absolute race, Tyler. As Tyler gets a hug here with John Mitchell's wife, Kimberly. I'll tell you what, man, that race in those first 25 laps or so won you this race tonight, got you out front. You and John Mitchell, Kyle Beard threw his hat into the ring late. What an absolute war that was waged there, man. I mean, you guys were laying it all on the line.
Dude, a lot on the line. You know, this is a big race for John. John's one of my best friends. Him and his wife, you know, we love them to death. And this is a big race. Everybody wanted this one. Ken meant a lot to a lot of people. You know, I've done a lot of interviews, but I'm somewhat speechless, man. This is a big one. We wanted it. We worked hard. My new crew guy that came to work for me a couple weeks ago has busted his tail the last couple weeks to get this thing ready. You know, there's a lot of long hours that go into this stuff, and without him and my wife, my little girl, she stays at the shop with me 10, 11 o'clock at night helping. You know, it's a family effort. You know, Kim's out here. You know, it's just it's really humbling to be out here in front of all you guys. It's awesome experience.
You mentioned how much this race, you know, John, obviously, this means a lot to him to win it, but I mean, for you to win it, I'm sure it's nice. You kind of dedicate it to him a little bit. I mean, what a race you guys put on out there. I mean, it's got to be pretty special for you, like you said, you know, because you guys will talk a lot during the week, and you know, this is got to be a cool one to put up in the shop, man.
Man, it's super cool. You know, I knew when we got caught lap traffic there that it was going to be super important. You know, in the redraw deal, that was one thing that I said that I really thought was going to play a big factor was the lap traffic, and it did. You know, we got caught there, and it was 3 wide, and me and John's racing wheel to wheel, and it's freaking awesome to be able to race with somebody and not have to worry about getting trashed in the next corner.
How nerve-wracking is that, though, racing through that heavy set of lap traffic? I mean, you have no idea where you need to go, where you need to high. I mean, you're going top, you're going low. I mean, you have no idea where you need to be at any point of that on that racetrack.
Here, one of the main factors that won me that race was my wife was standing in turn 1 with sticks. Without her, I would have probably been lost, but she was giving me an idea on gap. You know, 55 laps is a long time for a tire. So once I got a little bit of a gap, I kind of rode and kind of to keep the car straight. But, man, I'm just pumped.
Real quick, a little bit more about the race. Would you rather be the hunted or the hunter through lap traffic? I mean, oftentimes the guy has second, in second has the lane where, pick and choose on where the leader does or does not go. I mean, where would you be in that particular situation?
Man, it's kind of tough. We got out here and John drew the pole, and, I thought that's where I wanted to be, but once we started catching that lap traffic, it was kind of tough. I got to search around a little bit there, racing behind him, and found a little top down there on 4. And I could get in on 1 on the top pretty good. So it helped me to be the hunter at that point, I think.
I'm sure you were never comfortable until that checkered flag wave.
No, not at all, man. These the field of cars that were out here, any of these guys can win on any given night, whether it's crates, supers, or whatever. So hats off to everybody, track crew. Billy worked his tail off on this racetrack for 3 days. Track was awesome. I'm really glad Billy and Miss Kim and Bayla and everybody came out. Big win for us and WW Timber and everybody here.
Last September, you held off your good friend Cade Dillard to win the Hooked Up 50 at the Rev. At that time was the biggest win of your career. This one will now be the biggest paying win of your career. Congratulations to you tonight. You hold off your good friend John Mitchell. And if you didn't get an opportunity, I want to give you an opportunity to thank all the great folks who helped you out, get you out here to the racetrack week in and week out.
Yeah, WW Timber, of course, Billy and his wife, Miss Kim, they treat us like family. We was at their house today, kind of relaxing and kind of taking a break. It's been hot, and we've been trying to cool off, and got a chance to kind of clear my mind today and relax, let my little one swim, and, man, it's been an awesome weekend.
This is your biggest fan right here.
Right here. She's my number 1 for sure.
Congratulations, Tyler. Class act. Hey, who had the Frisbee, the winning Frisbee? You get get 100 extra bones in your back pocket. Class act for doing that as well, Tyler. Congratulations, man. You got up on the wheel and earned it. Oh, he's also wearing a WW Timber shirt.
That's right. There he is. WW Timber.
Fun to watch in card 92. Dustin Robinette, your 2-time reigning track champion here. Aaron Roy in 35. The lights are out. We're going underway for 25 laps. We're underway into 1. Roy wants the victory on opening night. He shows much strength in number 3, who will lead lap 1. Brown gonna bark at his back door off of 4. Can't find the lane and some stick around the hub. Roy leads lap 1. Modern Primitives number 2 were back turned away as they come off of 4. Blood Ryan begins for second. Brown being flanked to his outside by Mewborn, and around goes nearly the 32 of Brown. He corrals it. Brown lost the handle for a moment, but got his hands and both feet back up on that wheel, and he'll saw on it down the back straightaway off the exit of 2. Go to north at 35 of Aaron Roy. The 8-time track champion Aaron Roy around the top shelf in 35. 35 and 32, still going at it off of turn number 4. And with the advantage that time at the line, Roy by about a half of the Cats Whiskey. So showing that there was something up there to stick and hold on to, Roy did. For a matter of moments, the 35 now prevails on that spot. Perhaps more off the exit of 4. Lots of more getting on the top of the exit of 4 rather than turn 2. So we'll see if the 35 makes a liar of me once more. Track locking down a little bit here late in the going tonight here in Mandeville, taking a little bit of rubber, and the preferred dominant line. He wouldn't know, he said. Adam Roy back on the loud pedal. We're back away here at 67. The hustle and grind resumes. The quarter century grind here off of turn number 4 is back on our way and fitting down on the inside. I'm sorry, slipping the 36 of Newborn with the 32 of Brown. Brown gets around the 36 of Newborn, puts in the third, and we got a little bit of carnage off the exit of 2. That's Jason Salter, the RP chassis number 10, having a hard time of it tonight in his feature event. Good to see my good buddy out of Louisiana, Jason Salter, back in the saddle again. The factory stock competitor has worked his tail off. Look out, Jason. Just caught his right rear there as a 61 went around.
Missing Link next Saturday.
Missing Link, where's that?
Downtown Shreveport.
Downtown Shreveport. Glenn Lindsay drives race cars. But he got a funny bone too. We're back on the way and you're living in Bonafide, Maine. Here comes Colby Newborn. Knocking on the back door of Adam Roy for the race lead. And here comes Colby. All of a sudden he's fired. Colby found some stick that he found a little bit of a dig. He's going to try to fire up rocket off the exit of 2. Can't find the lane. As Adam Roy still too strong, still too tough right around the hub of the racetrack. Will Newborn find the lane on the outside. Down the straightaway they come into 1. This is a pair of throttle jockeys, if you will. And second and third, not scared to lay on that loud pedal and put it all on the line. Newborn and Brown off of turn number 4. Some would argue Brown maybe just a tad bit more on the aggressive side with the approach. It's worth saying they both get victories as they roll off a 4. It's all Adam Roy, smooth as silk, baby, right around the hub. What a run tonight for Roy. As the Roy brothers right now inside of the top 5, the 8-ton track champ. Aaron Roy, the elder of the 2 brothers, sits in the 4th spot that Texarkana Medical Associates, Texarkana Emergency Center number 35. Adam Roy still leads. The Red Lick, Texas racer now resides on hooks. Tick-tock, the race clock goes. Well, folks, we'll call it like we see it. If Adam Roy had not came here to compete tonight, as obviously this is his first race of the year, the battle that we have contested here for the, that we have competed against for the second spot, potentially could be for the race lead, but that does not matter. It's here nor there, obviously. As the 2-car Roy works around the number 23 junior of Good Ford and puts him down a second. The kid came around a couple of laps ago, trying to stay on the lead lap, just gets relegated 1. Next time by. 20 laps score 5 laps remaining of this 25-lap affair. As we see the number 2 of Roy, this time rolling down Main Street to put that 20 in the scorebooks. The battle for second, all eyes appeal. No idea who's going to get it as the battle back here for fourth as well, or fifth rather. Roy and Turner trying to get a little bit of 92 of Rossum. Sits in fourth and 92. 4 laps to go for Adam Roy. Roy continues his onslaught and dominance here tonight at his home racetrack. The only car in this race to turn an 18-second lap. 18.955. A lap number 6, his best lap of this race. Brandon Brown, second quickest car in this main event with a 19.187. That was on lap number 4. So 2/10 quicker tonight. And that's clean air could be the factor in that. But he had earned it. 1.5 laps to go and he needs midpoint of the back straight for Roy. Wow. Adam Roy just turned his best lap of the race. Adam Roy just turned his best lap of the race with an 18.958. Unbelievable. Final time in the turns 3 and 4. No new car blues tonight, folks. He'll show up and he'll show out with a brand new car tonight. Adam Roy, your winner tonight in the Vons Construction Panel Trust DE Wraps number 2. And a dominant run for Roy. Panel Trust Vons Construction number 2. How about a hand for the Red Lick Texan Adam Roy in car number 2. Dang, Adam, how many kids you got now? It's always a good night for the Roys when you bring out a brand new race car, though, and christen it that way. Go ahead, Mr. Allen. Go ahead, Miss Anita.
I believe we want a brand new car, buddy. Here, let Grandpa get down. You want to go?
Go ahead. Adam Roy, your limited modified feature winner tonight. Adam, no better way to show up and show out with a brand new car, man. You christened it in Victor Lane tonight with a $1,555 paycheck in memory of Kenneth Mitchell, man. What an absolute dominant car you had here tonight.
Man, I've been needing this all year. It's been a terrible season so far, and man, this car it could be a little better, but I don't know what exactly to change yet, but it was pretty good.
Well, it seemed to be the line was around the hub of the racetrack still, though, man. You left no doubt about it. I mean, Brandon Brown's been real good. Colby Mewborn, I mean, you walked the dog on those guys. So, I mean, when you go back and look at the video, you'll know that you definitely got up on the wheel and earned it, man. You had a really good car, and you did your job as the driver tonight.
Yeah, I'm better on the bottom anyway, so I was hoping for that anyways.
Amazing. You turned your best lap in this race on lap 23 of 25, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I started driving harder towards the end of the race.
Had no idea how far out front you were.
Didn't have the slightest clue. I felt like they were all over me.
You're always running scared.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, man. Your dad told me a minute ago, brand new RPM power plant. It's always been special. You know, Dad, builds their own power plants here. It's always been something to be, gratifying about your race team. You got this great IRP race. You're still in IRP, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you got a Jason Eagles IRP. But Dad's always built a hammer underneath the hood, man, and he got you home here tonight.
Yeah, we've had this motor we actually rebuilt it this winter for this car, but man, this is awesome.
Adam, what's been going on, man? I had a few folks said, where's Adam Roy the last few weeks? Aaron's got a win there this year, so the Roy brothers once more victorious in a season at 67. How many kids you got now down here? I thought all of them were yours.
3 of them are mine, but I've been out working a lot and running my business, so we've been having to go on the beach too, so that's always fun.
Absolutely, man. Enjoy that time, nonetheless. Let's hear about all the great folks that helped you in this race car, my friend.
Wounded Duck Trucking, Griffin Realtors, Lynch Survey and Shirtlift Custom Tile, Vines Construction, Panel Truss, Red River Wrecker, and Digital Effects,
You continue. I'm sorry.
and IRP Race Cars.
You continue to butter up the scores, man. They always love it. You're the score's best friend with that big number on the deal. You're the easiest scored car at the racetrack. They thank you for that.
Man, I've always loved the big number.
Absolutely. And Cody Stearman, DE Wraps, does a fantastic job on the wraps, man. Showed up, showed out. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you, Zach.
Adam Roy, ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Won the main event here last Friday night. Should be a fun race as Converse knocked on the door for Bryant for the top spot here at the exit corner 4 and head down Main Street in a 1. So not sure what happened to last night's winners. We got problems here off the exit of 2. Look out. And going for a ride, Morgan Powell down to the infield. They all corralled him somehow, some way. And yet the caution flag still waves. All you folks that left, sorry about your luck. We're about to get a good one here. We're back on our way. Converse prevails up that battle from Luke DuPont, rolls the second, puts his sights back on the bumper of Danny Bryant for the top spot. Bryant holds on to the race lead for right now, but for help. Here comes Converse for the race lead. It's heating up. One thing's for sure is Justin Converse is going to come out here and he's going to put it all on the line. He'll roll down to the inside of his good friend Danny Bryant. Bryant checks the brakes. It's like the scene from Top Gun. He'll hit the brakes and it'll fly right by, except it did not work for Bryant that time. So it appears that Danny Bryant would rather be on offense rather than defense. So now the hunted is Converse and the hunter is the 88B of Bryant rather. So off of 4, Converse. And C49, your race leader. DuPont trying to reel him in. Luke DuPont, the top 3 cars separated by the same distance. Danny Rainbow trying to get a run on him as we wind the clock. And your final feature event of the night here in Mandeville, Arkansas. Chris Bruce trying to work his way forward inside of the top 5 at car number 58 alongside Luke Wheat, 32L. So Bryant and Converse trying to serve each other papers from Friday night to Saturday night. Last Friday, Bryant challenge accepted from Converse, got the victory. And right now, barring a big change in the running order, Converse will get the bragging rights for this week. After all, he is Danny Bryant's biggest fan. Final time down into turns 1. Again, last Friday night, Bryant came on over from Houghton, Louisiana and took Converse's lunch money tonight. He'll head back to Falk, Arkansas with a smile on his face, and he's still dead. And Justin Converse to victory lane. Converse and C49. Oh, and the Carl Edwards backflip, and on the back he goes. That's what everybody misses. Listen, folks, respect it or check it. I mean, when do you, I don't care what class we're in, when do you see a guy jump off and do a backflip off their race car? Carl Edwards has been retired for a long time. As I said, as I called him to the checkered flag, he's still Danny Bryant's #1 fan. As it will be it's a friendly rivalry. But Justin, it's a friendly rivalry, man, but damn, it feels good to take that money back from last week, don't it?
Hey, sir, you got to read the shirt.
When I grow up, I want to be just like Danny Bryant. Why, who wouldn't want to be? He's a good role model. He's a good wheel man, too. He's almost better than you tonight, but he ain't.
Not tonight.
Did it feel good to get back what you lost last week?
Yeah, it really did. I mean, I didn't come up here and look. I come up here at the last of that late model show. I told my wife, I said, hey, I gotta go up there, look, see what the track looks like. I said, I have no idea on air pressure. And I sat back there after I looked at it. I looked back to my car. I was like, man, I sat there about 5 minutes trying to debate on what air to run because I have never run on something that's black glass. I guess it worked.
Just about when you feel like maybe you have these things all figured out, what is it with these things that'll change up so much where, you might be chasing 100 to 100 another week. Last night that Bevels guy had you all guessing. Not sure he went in the main event, but, he was quick.
Yeah, Steven, he's always fast down there around Kennedale and everywhere he goes. I mean, he's always a real heavy hitter. I was hoping I had something for him last night, but I ended up having a tire that had a slow leak, and I didn't know it, and it kicked my butt in the long run.
Winning in anything's fun, man, I'm sure. But when you got this friendly banter between your friends out here, fun rivalry. I mean, a race within the race, like that makes this much, you're all family out here. That makes it fun, doesn't it? Like that much more fun.
Oh, yeah, it's lots of fun. I mean, we're all good friends, especially we're all good friends till we get on the track. Then it's down to business, just like anywhere else.
Would you door him for $800 to win?
Oh, you damn right.
That's right, son. Absolutely. Danny, what do you guys say about all this? Y'all are tied up now. You got to come back next week and get it back? What's going on here?
If anybody beat me, I want it to be Justin,
Why him? Why not Morgan? Why not Morgan? Morgan's overdue for a win.
Morgan put a bumper on me last night,
Hey, man, you guys are all great drivers. It's always fun to watch you race. Luke DuPont threw his hat into the ring tonight as well. He won at Architects a couple weeks ago. It's always a pleasure to call you guys races, man. Y'all put on a fun race out here. And we done open it up for the whole choir out here. I'll give you an opportunity to thank all